Good evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government to strengthen ties for economic development. Federal government gives approval for marketers to lift fuel from Dangote refinery. On the foreign scene, Cameroonian authorities ban media report on health of President Paul Biya. In sport, Abia State government set to host National Volleyball Championship. Now, the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State government will continue to strengthen and develop bilateral ties to improve development and grow the economy of the state for the benefit of all residents. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made the commitment when the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dixon Michel, paid him a courtesy visit, accompanied by the chairman of Dangote Group's Aliko Dangote at the Lagos House Marina. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who commended the Grenada Prime Minister for his leadership skills, called for more African partnership in the area of agriculture, food security, entertainment, tourism, and infrastructural development.
Let's look at how we can, develop that mineral resources, and just sort of like create an ecosystem, that our people can indeed be very intentional, be deliberate, and create, businesses in these two regions. So I want to once again also thank you, for seeing, Lagos as a home. I will continue to expect that, in your free time.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also commended Dangote for the audacious refinery project in Ibeju-Lekki, which he noted is the largest in the world, and expressed optimism that Nigerians would be the sole beneficiaries in the long run. Earlier, the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dixon Michel, said the visit was to consolidate on his investment discussion for Lagos with the governor during his visit to Grenada last year, and lauded the giant stride of Nigeria in the area of agriculture, fashion, music, and cultural heritage, with plans to work on logistics for movement of goods between the two countries.
That there are significant opportunities for investment from both perspectives, from the perspective of businessmen and women in Lagos, seeing the Caribbean as a hub for further investment in the Caribbean, Central and Latin America. And as we know, there is a significant diaspora in the Caribbean, in North America, Central America. Sometimes South and Central America is forgotten, but the Caribbean sits between the significant opportunities.
That was the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dixon Michel. Lagos State government is looking at getting over $3 million in investment into the state through various partnerships for startups and existing companies. Commissioner for Science, Technology and Innovation, Tubosun Alake, stated this as the Lagos State government is leading a team of startup and established technology and innovation companies to GTEx 2024, holding in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Alake, who said Lagos is already reaping the dividends of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's investment in the technology from big tech, global government initiative, startups, expert investors, and corporate buyers. The Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Obafemi Hamzat, will lead the state delegation to the Global Technology event, which will be held from October 13 to 18. In a bid to foster love for farming among school children, wife of Lagos State Governor Bijoke Sanwo-Olu has welcomed over 700 pupils from both primary and secondary schools across the state into the Young Farmers Club. This initiative aligns with the vision of wife of the president to adopt modern farming techniques and contribute to Nigeria's food security and economic diversification. Speaking during the induction ceremony, which was held in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems in commemoration of this year's World Food Day, Mrs. Sanwo-Olu emphasized the critical role agriculture plays in Nigeria's economy, describing it as the backbone of sustenance for decades. She lauded Mrs. Tinubu for her steadfast commitment to improving the lives of Nigerian families through the Renewed Hope initiative, which covers sectors such as fashion, empowerment, and agriculture. Earlier, Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Lusoya, encouraged the pupils to recognize the opportunities within the agricultural sector, stating that they could build a future in the state's food systems while also contributing to the society. Lawmakers of the Lagos State House of Assembly have called for collaboration by stakeholders to end food insecurity. The lawmakers made the call as they held simultaneous stakeholders meeting with their constituents with renewed commitment to boost food security and sufficiency in the state. Speaking in his aggregate constituency, one Speaker of the House, Mudashiru Obasa, identified food insecurity as a multifaceted challenge requiring the effort of the government and the people to solve. Obasa said the Lagos Assembly is committed to ensuring food security in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals of eradication of poverty. He listed some of the agricultural initiatives to include the setting up of the 34-hectare Ikorodu Fish Farm Estate, which has the capacity to produce and process 10,000 tons of fish per year, partnering 100 fish farmers in the state. Obasa said to achieve food sufficiency, farming capacity needs to be widened, while residents should consider animal husbandry. This year's stakeholders meeting in the 19th in the series was the theme ensuring food security for sustainable future, youth participation and homegrown farming. The Lagos State government has called on youth to participate in farming to help reduce the hyper-food price and scarcity, which invariably led to food insecurity in the country. Lawmaker representing Oshodi Solo local government area of the state, Olukayode Ogundikpe, stated this during the 9th constituency stakeholders meeting, which holds simultaneously in all the 40 constituencies of the state. Constituencies, of the state, speaking on the theme ensuring food security for a sustainable future, youth participation and homegrown farming. Ogundikpe stressed on the need to create an enabling environment for farming activities to thrive in the state. Ogundikpe noted that the essence of the gathering is to identify the root cause of food insecurity and consequently proffer a sustainable solution for the benefit of all. The lawmakers said the Lagos State House of Assembly is committed to making the state a producing one and not just a consuming state in the value chain to tackle present-day reality of food insufficiency. Earlier in her welcome address, Vice Chairman of Oshodi Solo local government area, Modupe Badma, said the stakeholders engaged will help enhance more of youth participation in farming and assist to tackle the pressing issues of food insecurity. The gathering attracted royal fathers, market men and women, religious leaders, party faithful, youth, among others. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has debunked the allegations of BVAS machine smuggling in Edo State, describing it as baseless, unsubstantiated, and without merit. INEC's resident electoral commissioner in the state, Anugbom Onoha, said the commission had completed its investigation into the allegations and found them to be baseless, without merit. Onoha reassured the public that at no time were BVAS machines or voter registers compromised or unlawfully accessed by any political party or external party. He said INEC remains fully committed to safeguarding the integrity of the electoral process. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has given approval for marketers to begin the lifting of premium motor spirit, popularly known as fuel, from the Dangote refinery without going through the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL. Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of Economy, Wali Edo, in a statement said the move followed a directive from the Federal Executive Council and the implementation of the new Naira-based sales mechanism. With the move, marketers can now negotiate commercial terms directly with the refineries, which the minister said will help in fostering a more competitive market environment and enabling a smoother supply chain for petroleum products. Edo noted that the government is confident that in the long term, these measures will create better market conditions for the benefit of all Nigerians. The Association of Women Living with HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, ASWAN, has called for a commitment on the part of the government and stakeholders to end the transmission of mother to child. Its national coordinator, Esther Hindi, said the association wants to see a situation where women living with HIV/AIDS are able to live better lives and cannot be hindered by their status to achieve desired goals. Hindi explained that to achieve this, the body has trained over 100 facilitators in a bid to end the mother-to-child transmission of the disease. Earlier, the Director, Women Development and Gender Affairs in the Delta State Ministry of Women Affairs, Community and Social Development, Faith Okoro, urged stakeholders to work together to create an inclusive and supportive environment where every woman can thrive. In foreign news, Cameroonian authorities have banned the media from discussing the health of President Paul Biya following rumors of his death. Interior Minister Paul Nje told regional governors that these stories disturb the tranquility of Cameroonians. Nje, who also urged governors to create a unit to ensure that is being followed by the media outlets and social media, threatened that offenders will face the rigor of the law. He said the health status of the president is a matter of national security. The 91-year-old Biya, who has been in office for more than 40 years, has not been seen in public since September 8, when he attended a China-Africa forum in Beijing. In sport now, Abia State is set to host the Nigerian National Volleyball Federation Division 1 and 2 Championship Phase 2. Speaking to journalists on the competition in Umuahia, Commissioner for Sport and Youth Development, Umar Bilo Ananaba, said Governor Alex Oti remains resolute about making the state a sport destination. Ananaba, who said the governor has approved the renovation indoor hall of the stadium to international standard, expressed the hope that Team Abia would do well in the competition. He urged the athlete to work hard, assuring that the governor is willing to reward any athlete that performs excellently. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Keep your valuables out of the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all the various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 41,514 graduates applied for the graduate internship program designed to expose interns to hands-on work experience? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government will continue to strengthen and develop bilateral ties to improve development and grow the economy of the state for the benefit of all residents. The federal government has given approval for marketers to begin the lifting of premium motor spirit, popularly known as fuel, from the Dangote refinery without going through the NNPC. It also told you that Cameroonian authorities have banned the media from discussing the health of President Paul Biya following rumors of his death. And finally, in sport, Abia is set to host the Nigerian National Volleyball Federation Division 1 and 2 Championship Phase 2. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Uluporoku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.